Hey animators, this is my first Q&A, so let's get right to it. Ramsey Productions asks, how does one join the club? Anybody can join the club. The only thing is if you go to the website and you look at the link section down here, and you go to the getting listed, channel rules, and the frequently asked questions. In the frequently asked questions area here, how do I get listed? Well, you got to read the rules, and you may want to make sure that we have videos that we will want to show little kids. So you've got your getting listed and the rules, read those, and you should have no problem. How many subs do you have to have on the website? None. I don't care if you have any subs. As long as you have content on your website and that's kid friendly, then that's pretty much all you need. Fuwei, how did you find all these young animators? Well, I found this video, the right here. You see all the, suggested. Well, on my How You Should Have Animated channel, I saw a picture for this, for Infamous Swoosh and The Odd Ones Out, and I played his video. And then what I did is I went down here and I looked at all the comments. And when I found somebody I thought was an animator, what I did is I actually followed their link and I looked at what they did. And it was something that they did was an animator. I thought, wow, there's a lot of animators out here. So then I just kind of sat down and thought about making a website. And that's how I found all the animators. So every time I watch somebody's video, I look through your comments, and if I see other people that are animators that I don't recognize, then what I do is I follow that and see if they're an animator. If they're an animator, then I ask them if they want to join the club. Raph Animations asks, who is your favorite animator? I don't have a favorite. I know there's some people that are better at drawing. Some people are lousy at drawing or not as good at drawing, but whether you're a good drawer or not doesn't really matter to me. It's whether you're a good storyteller. And really, being a good storyteller is what's going to keep your audience. And I mean, who's a good storyteller? Well, The Odd Ones Out. He's a really good storyteller. And I think that's what we should all strive for, being good storytellers. If your animation is not that good, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, really, if you compare, say, The Odd Ones Out to Cutesy3, she's a great animator, but The Odd Ones Out, he doesn't really do animation so much as he does pictures that bounce around and has really good stories. But he does really good stories, and he's got how many million viewers? 1 million viewers? I don't really have a favorite, but I mean, I think you should strive to be a good storyteller. Why do people worry about how much food I eat? Guan, what's my favorite food? Anything with Yorkshire puddings. Do I like waffles? Toby Comics asks. Yes, I like waffles. I'm coming to have them on Sunday. Sushi. Do I like sushi? I haven't had it in a year, but I'll eat it. Pixel Picky. Do I eat bacon? Oh, yeah. Do I think I should be quit doing stupid? Nah, keep being stupid. Do I hate Roblox? I didn't even know what Roblox was until I looked it up, so I don't think I hate it. I don't even know what it is. Do I love cookies? Yes, I love cookies. I try not to eat them too much because I'm going to get fat. Thanks, guys, for worrying about my dietary needs. Madimations ask, any tips on animating to make it easier? For me, the way I kind of make things easier is I cheat. I really only have one character. So if you have a look here, let's see, we get rid of his arms. And I don't redraw the head or I don't redraw any parts of the body. I just kind of, just pop up different arms. So I have different arms here, like lots of different arms. And what I do is I just keep reusing that. Now, the great thing is because the color of anything is on a different layer, then if I just want to give this guy a new shirt, then I just change the color. So where's the color of here's his head. Here's the color of his body here. So if I can just make a new layer, and then what I can do is just make it blue or green or whatever. That's what I do. And for the legs, what you've seen here is I've got 3 legs here. I've got open and close, and I can just kind of make it look like he's walking. That's how I make my animations easier. Now, if you're going to do frame by frame, there is no way of making it easier. But this is my way of making it easier. Because I've got the mouths in different ways. There's a FV, and here's L. Then I can do the lip syncing. And I use Anime Studio, as everybody knows, and you don't have to buy Anime Studio Pro. You can buy Anime Studio Debut and still get good results. And so that's how I make animations a lot easier for me. Cole asks, do you have any plans to update the website? And Wu also asked, do I have any plans for the website? And we're going to ask the second part of your question later. Do I have plans to update the website? Well, I just did a major redo of the website. As you can see, it's a little bit more comic-y. Do I have any more plans? I don't know. If somebody's got some ideas, I know Cole asked me a long time ago if we could have a login so we could change our own information. And I would have done that, but there's no way I can get, if you log in using your Google account, to get your YouTube channel name. So then I wouldn't be able to link up your channel name with your login. So then I'd have to keep your email on the side in a file. And I don't think that's really good because some people could get a hold of it if they hack the site because, who knows how good of a website it is. The only thing I thought I might do, now I have a computer that runs all day and checks everybody's views and subscribers, is maybe have milestones on the website and maybe create like a little plaque or certificate when you pass a certain milestone. I was doing milestones on the objects.club, and I actually did a show about it, but it was so long to do every week. So I don't really want to do that. I mean, we can have that on the site maybe. I mean, let me know if you think you like that idea. You know, we could make up something or whatever. Anyways, that's all I've got planned. But if you got some ideas, let me know. And I'm willing to try anything. Carson Animates asks, if when the channel grows, say like 10,000 subs or more, would you plan on doing giveaways for graphic tablets and such things? Yeah, right. I'm that rich. Unfortunately, I'm not that rich, and currently I'm not working. I'm looking for a job. The problem is if I get a job, then I won't be able to spend as much time on the website. But if I get a job and I get a bit of extra money, what I would do is I might have, when we have like contests, I would have random giveaways, which would be like for like an iTunes card or whatever, those things you got. That's something that anybody can get throughout the world. So that's what I do, because we have animators all over the world, from Indonesia, Philippines, Ireland, UK, America, and somewhere in Europe as well. So maybe, but don't count on it. Jock and Josh Animations, Danimations, Animated Wizards, Adam Makes Animations, and David Animates are all asking what inspired me to make the website. Well, I did find Infamous Swoosh, and I started going through all of his buddies, all his friends, like Cole and let's see who else was there. They're all the first ones on the Young Animators Club, so we'll find out. Let's have a look. So we got Cole, Curios, Amanda Animations, Genrel, and Animated Wizards. Those are the guys that pretty much and Evtoons. Those are the guys I pretty much discovered at the beginning. Looking at these guys, seeing that they've created their own community, that really inspired me. And what Infamous Swoosh said, he said something about being a young animator. And what I did is I went on YouTube and I looked up young animators. Actually, I found these guys, Jock and Josh, Rambles, did an animation, and those two guys came up as the Young Animators tag. So that was what gave me the idea for the name of the website as well. And the reason why I picked younganimators.club is because Namecheap had a domain sale on for 88 cents, but it works out to like $1.50 in Australian dollars. So that's why it's .club and not .com. Also, younganimators.com is taken. It takes you to this animate education website. It looks like it's 100 years old. So that's what made me want to start Young Animators Club. Basically, Infamous Sploosh. Mr. Jack Bird asked, how can you make higher quality animations with very limited resource? Because I have that problem. My videos are only made in Windows Movie Maker and PowerPoint, and I get how you could make better ones, but it's difficult. Well, for one thing, I would say check out this video here, Best Free Video Editing Software 2016/17. That might get you a better video editor. As far as using PowerPoint, if people can't even afford PowerPoint, then you can use LibreOffice Impress. You know what? Remember, don't worry about animation. Worry about story. Story is more important than animation. But if you do want to do animation, then what I would suggest is a program called Fire Alpaca, which is here, and you can draw, and I think you can turn on. There's like where are we here? There's a onion skin mode, and then what you can do is you can do another when you do a new layer. So let's draw a character here. Then you go up here and you can redraw that character. And you can have his arm going down. And then you can see that's what I would do. I would use something like Fire Alpaca or Krita. Those are other ways to make animation. You could still use Movie Maker. This is pretty much the same way methodology that the Odd Ones Out uses. It's a very simple way. You might want to go for a better video editor, and I would check out this video here. It's by Mostly Tech. What I'll do is I'll post some links to better video editing software and better screen capture software for you on my playlist here. Erpy asks, I want to be in the next Yak, but I'm kind of having trouble animating. Well, later on there's going to be some programs I'm going to recommend for animating, but like I say, just do your best with as little as possible. Just get a drawing program and maybe a video editing program, and use Audacity to record your voice. And remember, you don't have to have a microphone. You've got a phone, a cell phone, a tablet, an iPod. Use those to do your voiceover. You might have to go in the closet to make it nice and quiet and calm. Griffin Productions asks, would I rather have a Porsche 911 or a BMW 8i? Well, I didn't know what a BMW 8i was, so I looked it up, and I think I'd have a right to have a BMW 8i, but unfortunately, I don't think I could afford even to get an oil change for either of those cars, because taking those guys in for an oil change is like $1,000 each time, so I'd probably rather take the money. Hero Nate Animations asks, what Disney character would I like to be? That's a tough one, Nate, and I've thought a lot about that, and the only one I think I really would want to be is Ariel. No, just kidding. Maybe the genie from Aladdin. And Zoto Animations, who is my favorite superhero? Well, I've been binge watching The Arrow, but I think I'd still rather be Iron Man. Frantic and Randomness, hopefully I said that right, asks, is the Young Animator Club gonna be here forever? That's a good question. It's gonna be here for at least another 9 months because I've got another 9 months on YoungAnimators.club before I have to renew it, and then it's gonna cost me $15. But I think it's gonna go along for quite a while. I started the Objects.club, and because I thought it was about animation, but a lot of people were doing stuff other than animations, and I kind of got upset about that, and there was a lot of infighting and stuff like that, and I didn't really want to deal with that. So that's why I kind of put a lot of rules around the YoungAnimators.club, and that's why I'm kind of sticking with that. And I'm like to animate. I don't do it as much. I spend more time doing programming, but so hopefully the Young Animators Club will be here for a long time. But remember, you guys are going to grow up. You're going to have different priorities. You might not continue doing animating. You might continue doing animating. So everybody's going to change. So if I change, I'll at least make sure that somebody will take over the YoungAnimators.club. Good question though, Frantic. George Does a Thing asks, what mic do I recommend using? Well, I use the Samsung Meteor mic, and I really had a lot of bad luck with it because I had it on the desk and there was like vibration coming through the computer and me bashing the desk. And then what I did is I actually bought like a microphone, like a music microphone stand like the musicians would use, and I put it on that, and it actually made a big difference. I found that the further I got my mic away from the computer, also the less background noise I got. But do you need to spend a lot of money on a mic? I don't think so, because I did some tests with an iPhone 5, a tablet, and all that sort of stuff, and I got pretty good results. Now, I must admit, I got better results from the iPhone 5 and the earbuds. But if I was going to recommend anything, I would say probably a Blue Yeti. Nicholas Santiago, Nico Animated, asks, do I have a Twitter? I don't have a Twitter. I don't think anybody would follow me. I mean, if I want to get stuff out to people, I would just do it on the YouTube channel. I might get one in the future. I really don't think so. I mean, I have a Facebook and no one's following me. No one's following the Young Animators Club on Facebook, and I don't blame them. Really, this is all about YouTube. So I think I'm just going to stick with YouTube for now. And if I want to say something for 5 seconds, I'm going to say it on YouTube. Grade A glasses, contacts or glasses. Actually, longer arms. As you get older, grade A, your vision for reading things close kind of goes, and that means you have to hold things further and further away for it to stay in focus. So right now I'm holding things a lot further away, like restaurant menus, but probably it's going to have to be glasses since I can't afford contacts, and if I could afford it, I would get my eyes lasered. Joey Blast asks, how did I get into animating? Seth Amations asks, when did I first get into animating? And Ursi's Universe asks, what inspired me to start animating? I'll answer Ursi's questions first. I think really How It Should Have Ended got me into animating. They inspired me, and I saw one of their episodes where they showed how they animate, and they just basically get parts, they pivot them, and I thought, man, I could do that. So then I found a program called Synfig, and I had a lot of issues with it. But anyways, I used Synfig, and I made my first video, and I'm looking at my characters here, and you can see this is my first character, my Peter Quill character, and if I look at the details, March 12th, 2015. So when did I get into animating, Seth? Around March 12th, I guess, 2015. So it's just over a year. Probably the best thing that ever happened to me was when I was using Synfig. It was like a major pain in the neck. And I bought a tablet and I got Anime Studio Debut version 8. And ever since then, my animating has got quicker. I don't know about better, but quicker. Jake Snake Drawing asks, how did I make the website? Well, I am a programmer by my job, and I kind of know how to make websites. I'm not a really good website designer. So what I did is I cheated. I used Bootstrap, and I went and I got a theme. And if anybody remembers the website from the beginning, it kind of looked like this. So let's have a quick live preview of this. Notice this. This looks very familiar, right? This is exactly what we had at the beginning. And down here looks almost exactly the same. I used some of the knowledge that I gained when I made the Objects.club, and I utilized some of that programming stuff. And if anybody wants to see what programming looks like, it looks a lot like this. So there's a lot of that, and basically because of my job, I really know how to do this, and I pretty much had the website up in about 3 days after I decided I wanted to make it. Thanks, Jake, for that question. Careless Drawer, when is the next challenge coming out? I'm not quite sure if the challenge, everybody liked it, but what I think I'll do is and because I was talking about the 50-50 challenge and the Game Grumps challenge, people kind of got all excited, and some people didn't like the idea of the 50-50 challenge. Maybe what I'll do is I'll ask a bunch of questions. If anybody wants to do a challenge, I'll ask you guys what suggestions you have for the challenge, and then maybe I'll pick a challenge. This time I'm going to write it up on the website. So it's good and clear because I think it was a little bit confusing last time when the challenge was and what you had to do and stuff like that. So thanks, Careless. I think that's a good question. But there will be another challenge coming soon. Joey Blast asked the best free programs to animate for Windows. Oh, there is a ton. Right off the bat, I would say Fire Alpaca or Krita. Now, the problem with Krita is it does not work on my computer, so I can't even tell you if it's good or not. It needs some sort of graphics card. I used GIMP to make my characters in the past. There is Inkscape, and there's lots of free drawing programs. There's tons of them out there. I'm also going to recommend OpenToons, although some people say it's hard. I know JD from Bubblegum Cartoons uses OpenToons. First, she draws in either Inkscape and then drags it into OpenToons. Her artwork looks really good. She does lip sync in OpenToons. Hopefully she'll do a tutorial for us, or somebody should contact her because it was really, really good. I was really impressed. So I would look at that. There's lots of programs out there. If you want, I'll look for some more, but I would say right off the bat, I would go with Fire Alpaca. My best animation would probably be this one. I think this is the funniest thing I've ever done with the little splashes coming down. I know it's probably kind of rude, but this was one of my first videos. And here is the most important question. Micro VS asks, what are we going to be doing for Young Animators Con? Cyan Green Tunes is, when is YACCon? Let me tell you what YACCon stands for. Young Animators Community. That's what it stands for. It doesn't stand for Young Animators Club. We're a community of animators. What is it? It's going to be 7 days of us doing stuff. Now, any channel can participate. What I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get maybe like an Alex Clark or the Odd Ones Out to be the first presenter of YACCon. Now, YACCon is all going to be done on YouTube. So the good thing is that what I want to do is I want to have a logo contest. I want people to make t-shirts, make your own t-shirts, or use the logo to make a t-shirt. Don't go out and rush and do anything just yet because I haven't defined the rules. I was thinking that we have it in September or October. So that's what I want to do. Plus, I want to give it a long time lead up because some people might want to prepare their stuff beforehand and then upload it like that week of YACCon. All I can say is stay tuned, and once I finalize something, I will definitely do a video so we'll know exactly when it's going. But I might do a survey on what date you would like to have YACCon, say September or October, not on Halloween. That concludes my Q&A. Thanks for all the questions, folks. Hopefully it wasn't too long. It's like, 20 minutes long almost? See you out in animation land.